What's up guys, it's Valkia, and we're going to take a look at my top 5 boops that I use when I'm playing competitive games. This isn't going to be every boop you know in the game, it's going to be ones that I use more frequently. I hope you enjoy the video. At number 5 we have King's Raro on the final push. This is a really nice defensive boop. A nice little tip for this one is if you put a spray on the wall opposite where the hole is, this is something which you can use as a guidance where you're going to be concussive blasting against to knock the Reinhardt down the hole. The spray technique is really nice for learning because the wall is curved. Sometimes the concussive blast can be very different depending upon where you hit the wall. So at least if you have some sort of guidance, you know what's going to be happening. Same technique can also be used if you're floating from underneath the map looking up towards the Reinhardt. This is actually a little bit easier because you can line yourself up with the wall straight on. In at number 4 we have Eichenwald. This is something you can use mainly on defense, but you can also use on attack as well. The big bridge that people have to cross, especially if they're attacking, at the right time, you can boop them off on either the left or the right side. Another one of my favourite boops on Eichenwald at the same sort of place. Once you've captured point A, you can then blast up and you can see them walking towards you and you can boop them off down the same hole. In at number 3 is Nepal's Sanctum. A nice early boop can give you a good amount of ult charge. You can really win you that map. This boop does take a bit of practice and precision on placement, but once you've got it, you can really start to utilise it. One of my older concussive blast guides shows you exactly where to boop on this map. I'll make sure to link that in the description. At number 2 we have Oasis City Streets. If you win the first fights, you can use this boop to create a huge stagger in the enemy team and also create you some really good ultimate charge. This is a very simple yet very effective boop. All it requires is a little bit of timing. It can also be done if the enemies are running at the other side of the hole also. At number 1, as expected, Lijiang Tower Garden Stage has an amazing boop that you can get off 2 to 3 players if you get the timing correct. If you're playing Pharah versus the enemy team, think if they have a Lucio so you can time when you need to put the blast in. Sometimes if you do it too late, they've already crossed the bridge. If I pause this clip, you can see that I'm concussive blasting on a bit of an edge, a little bit of a raised wall. I normally do this when I know the enemy team are already crossing the bridge. The best thing to do with this boop is always learn the timings of when they're going to be crossing the bridge. You can even put it just behind the bridge on their little grass area to knock them straight down into the hole as well, if you can get the timings right. As I said at the beginning of the video, we're just covering boops I use more on a daily basis. And it doesn't mean there are other boops which aren't worthy. There are still plenty I use on other maps, but these 5 are my favourites. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, comment if it's any of the boops you already use, and you can also come support me on my streams at twitch.tv/Valkia.